Alright, we found the panel. We're gonna go through it. The vent doesn't give in. The screws are partially melted. Fucking what? Do you think there could be a fire on the other side? That's a possibility. The metal is not hot, so it's not. Oh, it's probably just from the explosion then. I've got an idea, but something tells me you are not going to like it. He frowns slightly, but since he doesn't say anything, I decide to continue. I think your arm... His frown gets worse. It's basically a scowl. Wait until I'm finished, okay? As I was saying, your arm may be strong enough to break a chip off the diamond. I used the piece to amplify the potency of my watch. That way the laser in it could be able to cut through the air vent. And we could remove it without causing damage to the wall itself. Radio signals, and I could call my henchman. But there's a good chance that your arm will stop working. Stop working? You keep fiddling with it, and I know. And now that I know that it's not your actual arm, I can tell that something damaged it. My guess would be the concrete block. Absent-mindedly rubbing his fingers over the opposing forearm, he looks down and, realizing what I mean, straightens immediately. Depending on how it's connected to your body, further damage to it could be, well, since your fine motor skills obviously work well, my guess is that your arm is directly connected to your nervous system. Worst case scenario, you will pass out from the pain. From the pain. That's worst case scenario. I thought you said best case. Even if everything goes perfectly, that would leave you pretty much unable to do anything with it. And what guarantee do I have that you won't take advantage of it and leave me here? Or that you won't just run off with the diamond? I shrug, trying to pass it off as an unimportant detail. It's not an unimportant detail. It's not like I was planning to do it, but put like that, it sounds exactly like the kind of thing a supervillain would do. None. You're going to have to trust me. That shit's not gonna work. We already agreed to work together. This just needs a little bit more trust. You're a scientist, aren't you? You could also repair my arm. Why, I am incredibly smart with an expert in many different fields. I can't just start working on something done by someone else just like that. Not without the proper tools, or at least a blueprint. You can try. Are you sure? Because I could have sworn that you said that knowing too much would kill me. Now I'm saying that not doing it will also get you killed. We'll repair his arm. Forward in front of me. Fine, just remember that you asked for this. Hold your arm towards me. And after I pick it up, I go back to where I was, sit down as well. Okay. Or is it synthetic? Synthetic. Stop talking and just do it. Excuse me for assuming that you'd want to know what the man sticking a piece of metal in you is going to do. That's usually what doctors do. You know, tell you what they're going to do, so you feel a bit more calm, I guess. Okay. It'll be easier if you tense up. I'll cut at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Slice! I take the piece of metal and shove it in his arm as hard as I can. It doesn't cut as much as it pushes apart the upper layer of material, peeling back to reveal the metal wire underneath. It doesn't even flinch. Sweet.
Con razón le quita el sueño a los americanos.
No wonder the Americans are losing sleep. This is amazing. The way his arm is constructed is, simply put, Impressive. Uncovered. That's usually what you want, don't you? I use my fingers to probe a little further and realized that one of the tubes has a small rip. Blue liquid slowly dripping from it. When I try to hold it closed so I can begin working, I trigger some sort of reflex. He rolls back his shoulder, pricking my finger with one of the wires. Damn! With my hand covered in the blue liquid, it's hard to see whether I'm bleeding, but it doesn't look like it. Just wipe it off. And I bet it's going to keep happening. He's not even looking at me. I can still tell how focused he is on what I'm doing. He's too tense. What's life like? What's life in the Soviet Union like? So you can tell me how bad it is? So you can tell me how good it is? As far as I'm concerned, the Americans are just as bad as you. I promise I'm genuinely interested. Genuinely. Hey? Neither of which are known for being reliable sources of information. Can't imagine. Everyone gets what they need. We live well. I heard that you use ration cards for a lot of things. Ration cards? What time period is this set in? I kind of just assumed it's like today. Is the Soviet Union even a thing? Today, I don't live in Russia. I don't know. He then begins to explain the intricacies of the communist economic system. I don't particularly care about it, but it works fine enough as a distraction. And capitalism. Okay. He doesn't say anything, however. Is that why he decided to join the KGB? My mother used to belong to Commissariat. What is that? I don't know German politics, Russian politics. Come on, that's what everyone that works in espionage says. It's a nice propaganda piece, but it's not a reason. Many other people serve their country just fine, and their jobs don't involve poisoning dissenters. Was it because you get to travel outside the country? Or do you enjoy spy work? I won't judge if you say you do it just because you like shooting people. Sours so much so quickly that I have to fight back the instinct to move away. After my father died, it became my responsibility to look after my family, and I wanted to make my mother happy. If there's something I can sympathize with, it is making choices for the sake of family. I feel like this has been translated from Spanish or German or something, and sometimes it's a bit flimsy. I don't know, is that just me? What do you plan to do after you retire? Supervillains have really good retirement plans, if I say so myself. Miserably. Doesn't even bother to answer, unless you're not expecting to get old. No answer this time either. I frown as I take my hands out of his arm and begin to work on closing the cut I made. Your mother would be ashamed. And it pushes me with enough strength to knock me. Don't you dare speak about my mother. You're angry because it's true. To be willing to die for something is to be convinced that there's nothing better than the cause we're supporting, that our death will help it. But it should be a possibility, that not the only plan. You don't think your mother would like to share the Soviet dream with you? Your happiness? Wanting to work yourself to death is not selfless, it's stupid. God, I swear people just make the dumbest choices when left to themselves. I said that before he pushed me, I can practically feel his breath on my face. He's going to punch me. Chill. Menacing whisper. Finish my arm so we can get out of here. That was my menacing whisper. I nodded without so much as a second thought, and finishing Manny the cut as quickly as I can. It wasn't perfect before, but now he's making me so nervous it ends up looking like a big scar. Done. How does it feel? He flexes. Hoo-yah! Make sure there are no other leads. Good enough. My mind is too busy with other things to consider congratulating myself about my genius. Shit, okay. Simply too big to fit. I'll see if I can get the door open from the other side. If I can't get you out, I promise that I'll send someone to help you before the police gets here. Do I get a choice? Okay. It's great instead of fusing oath. Okay. We're free! Did I ever do again? I can't believe that there's people that use these things to get in and out of places regularly. I'm going to make sure that a person can't fit in there. That's like every air vent ever, whenever someone in something is like, air vent. And people just fit through it perfectly. Take a quick look around to determine the situation. There's no sign of the police or even of the agency. For a moment, it seems like I really made it. Why are the police not here yet? It's been ages. Two men appear. Policeman. Something off about there. KGB agent. Have you seen Sergey's record? He's a killing machine. I here fought a bear with his bare hands once and he won. Like that. I here fought a bear. Okay. They are Soviets. There's two of us and we're armed. He's not getting out of here alive. Sir, you guys are gonna kill him. What? Oh, failure during a mission in foreign territory equals immediate termination. That's a bit extreme. If that's the case, Sergey could have done a lot better. Like, mate, if that's the rules, I would have made everything perfect. Yeah, they just said that they were gonna kill him. Warn Sergey. Inside the auditorium. That's very true. I feel like we should at least tell him. I don't know how he's gonna escape the auditorium though. How are the KGB people gonna get in to kill him? Heading straight for the air vent without looking back. What was that? Over there, look! Someone else here! Since this time I'm not worrying about whether the vent is safe enough to use, even half as much time to get to the other side. Before his expression goes back to a scowl. Bro! Until he's standing right in front of me. There was no way out? I raise a hand to interrupt him. Instead of waiting for me to speak, he takes it and pretty much forces me to get out by pulling me upwards. Won't make him drop me face first into the floor. I take a step aside and put some distance between us. Sergei, be quiet and listen. There are 2 Soviet agents out there, and they came here for you. I need to know whether you can take them on, or if I need to come up with a plan that will get us both out of here. He doesn't even think about it before answering. Yes, but I can't do that and keep you safe at the same time. I need you to stay out of my way. Can you do that? The door bursts open. So they got the door open? The first one points a gun at us, while the other is holding the crowbar that he used to pry the door. Ah, okay. Surrender now and your death will be painless. You want to be? Come and get me. I shouldn't do accents. I'm just gonna end up offending someone. Enough time for Sergei to step forward, pushing me behind him. My first instinct is to do something, anything, but I remember what Sergei said, and I remain perfectly still. I wish we got more choices. Like, this is the perfect time to have a choice, like help Sergei or stay behind. I don't know. Huh? Yeah, well, it's being shot at. Guns are not like bitches. Usually it only takes 1 or 2 bullets to kill someone. 1 bullet if you shoot it in certain places. Get him! Also throw the other man off balance, who ends up half unconscious. Oh. Oh shit. I better get out of there. I only see him too busy knows that I'm in trouble. And swings the crowbar. I barely managed to avoid it, getting hit by it the first time. By his 3rd or so attempt, my back is already against the wall and I have nowhere else to move. Too quickly for me to be able to put my hands between them to relieve some of the pressure. And my vision goes blurry. The last thing I see before I fall unconscious is the agent stepping away. What? Hello? Sergei? You saved me. I'm no longer on the floor. From Russia with love. What? Hold hard marble. I feel someone's skin against mine. I'm being carried. But the grip around me is tight to keep me in place. Stop it or you'll make me drop you. And just what do you think you're doing? Getting us out of here. A woman called. Said her name was Mantis. You answered my communicator. I touched my wrist to confirm my suspicion. My watch is not there. Yes, I did. Was I supposed to wait for you to wake up? She's coming to pick us up. What's worse, she sounds really worried about you. Right. I bet she just wants to have cleaned up Keegan's mess. Her side went. he a boy or a girl? I really don't know. I've been going under the assumption that he's a guy the whole time. When I told her what's happened, she became quite interested in meeting me. I can begin to imagine how the conversation must have been like for Mantis to agree that the best course of action was to meet with a complete stranger. Just like that, before you know, she's going to shoot you the moment she sees you. You're a Soviet spy! Not anymore, no. He's retired from the KGB after they tried to kill him. You know, I can walk. I know that. I'm carrying it like this in case they get any ideas about shooting me. Well, I mean, it's not the worst idea. All things considered, today could have turned out worse. The end. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was really quick. I thought there was gonna be more. We got like 5 choices. Not even. I'm not even really... What happened to Hunter? What the fuck? Okay. Well, that was interesting. I really love this music though, it's so fucking good. But yeah, that was interesting, just a quick story thing. I'm always down to play games like this that are weird and different. I thought there was going to be more. I didn't expect it to be very long, but like that was like just over an hour. Thought it was going to be a bit more than that. Oh yeah, did I get a good ending? I don't really know. But yeah, apparently that's it. There's definitely other choices to go through, and since the game's not very long, I could probably go through those. But I can't be bothered. Blind men. Yeah. I kind of want to know what happened to Hunter. But yeah, that was it. Kind of an abrupt ending, wasn't it?